Hello, I'm Isma. I want to tell you about the biggest problem that my learning partner faced in learning English. First, understanding grammar. She told me that the grammar has a lot of rules, and in the reality in school, grammar is so boring because you use same method as in the previous school, and actually she never understand about it. So it makes her never improve in grammar. Second, lack of vocabulary. She had a difficult to memorize words because word usually has a multiple meaning and it makes her confused to use it. Okay, that's all of my learning partner problem, and I hope I can develop a great and a creative method learning so I can help her to improve her skill. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Elvina Andina Satu Unaizah, student ID number 1933202. In this chance, I would like to tell you about English problems of my learning partner. Her name is Chelsea. She is one of students at SMA N1 Babadan. Her problems in learning English and the reasons are: number 1, she had trouble remembering English vocabulary because she wasn't used to it. She thought that English vocabulary was difficult. Number 2, she had trouble translating sentences because she didn't memorize the vocabulary. It is also difficult for her to make sentences in English. Number 3, she said that the English words are difficult to pronounce because the pronunciation with the words is different. And the last is, she didn't understand what her English teacher was saying because her English teacher at school always taught in English, so it is difficult for her to understand what her teacher has said. These are the problems and the reason in learning English of my partner. I think that's all. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Elvira Putri Amalia. Today I will tell you about my partner's problem in English learning. Yeah, my problem's name is Melia Angelita. She is my cousin. She school at junior high school of Rejo Blitar. Her problem is she didn't love to study English because it looks difficult, and secondly, her teacher is vicious and unpleasant, so she does nothing, and when she does her English exercise, she look for answer on the internet or ask her friends. And actually, she can't remember some vocabularies and tenses well. She gave up easily because she's not interested in English. Yeah, she just only 13, and she not even interested in basic of English lessons. If there is no chance, it's possible that in the future she won't be able to learn English well. That's all. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Rudita Belarobah. I'm here to present the results of my observation of my fellow students at Vocational High School in Jurusan Mara, Ponorogo, Class 1. Does he like English, and what is the reason? Okay, he didn't like English lessons. It's because he feels that he has not yet mastered the vocabulary in English. It influences the difficulty of understanding in the English learning process that include listening, reading, or speaking. And if during the study he could not understand the material, he would either ask anyone who understood English or take the initiative to use an English dictionary to find words that he didn't know. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Liza Zaratul Alfianti. The English problem of my learning partner are she had difficulty understanding the material provided by her teacher, so he had to be detailed and given examples of the material given. And then she has not memorized some vocabulary, so when there is a question or paragraph, she is still confused. Maybe if she memorized a little more vocabulary, she would be able to understand the material. And if she does not understand the material, she can ask her teacher to explain again the material provided with example of the material. So, in the problem of speaking English, it is a commonplace, but we have to learn to be able to master it well so that we can speak English easily. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Devi Triana, and in this video I will talk about my learning partner problem in English. The first fact that I can tell you is that he is not interested in English. So according to him, English is difficult to learn. Memorizing the vocabulary is the things that make him annoyed. As far as I can tell, he became unable to study English because within himself it was suggested that English is difficult. So apart from being not interested in English, from inside he still reviews it by word difficult suggested. When I asked him about his learning methods in school, I was very surprised. I just found out that the teacher didn't even try to give a fun learning. And as usual, student will not interest if the teacher doesn't give them enjoyable learning, a fun learning. That's very normal. And I think it's not all his fault that he cannot learn English. I mean, his teacher maybe take a part of it. The way I see it, Haba is less motivation. Why? Because when I explained about the benefit of being able to speak English well, he paid more attention. So the point is, there is word difficult that suggests him, so he become unable to learn English. A second problem is from his teacher that do not provide a fun learning and enjoyable learning. The third is he had difficulty in memorizing vocabulary. And the main problem is I think he's less motivation. Because I know that he is a smart student but just less motivation in the English subject. Okay, so that's what I can tell, and thank you for watching this video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rina Widyayanti, and I want to tell you about my partner opinion about English. He is Isnawan Febi, and he also my student. He said that he didn't like English because he get a trouble in understanding in English and translating and the pronunciation. And for point English, he never like in writing, also listening, speaking, and reading itself. He said to me that Isnawan is Japanese, so he didn't need to understanding English itself. That's all. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Yani Mata. In this video, I want to talk about my partner's problem in learning English. Her problem in learning English about grammar, vocabulary, and the practicing English in daily conversation. For the first is grammar. When talk about grammar, we talk about the rules of English. She confused with some formula like present tense, present continuous tense, past tense, and the others. For past tense, sometimes she forgot about the using verb 1 and verb 2 in this formula. Like past tense in the positive sentence, they use verb 2. Then for the negative sentence, the formula is subject plus didn't plus verb 1, but sometimes she is use verb 2. And then for the past continuous, the formula is subject plus verb in, but the subject is following by to be, is, am, and are. And then for the vocabulary, she just memorized some of words, and she said that she learning English from song and from movie. Maybe if she is try to memorize a lot of words, her English is so very good. And then the last problem, and she is not confident to practicing English in the daily conversation with her friends or with people in her environment. And she said that she tried to join English course in Madiun City, but she is not enjoying with their English course, and then she and her English course try to learning English by herself. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will tell you about my partner problem in learning English. She likes English, but she's still difficult to translate sentence and compile an English sentence. Because these two things need to memorize vocabulary in the dictionary. In addition, composing word into English sentence, we have to understand the subject, object, and meaning of a word. This is what makes it difficult to translate sentence in English. In a sense, it's still difficult to translate English sentence, even though she knows the meaning of English vocabulary through a dictionary. That's all from my partner problem in learning English. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dedi Pratama, and here I will talk about what is the problem of my partner in learning English. I have identified some of my partner problems, but before that he told me, but I don't like English, and he wasn't interested in learning English. But I don't know why he said that. But he has a problem. He told me the problem number one is the grammar is difficult to understand and complicated. Number two, difficult to memorize in vocabulary. Number three, difficult and various pronunciation. And he have a reason. And the reason is of the problem is number one, study method is irrelevant. Number two, limited study time. Number three, there are many lessons in school, so that it's difficult to focus on learning English. Thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Afrido Venu Gunawan. Now I want to tell you about my learning partner problem when he was studying English. I had the 3 points in here, and the first point, he had the problem to pronouncing the words, and second point, he had the problem to remembering translation or meanings of words, and last point, he had the problem to spelling words. Thank you, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. Nirhamdan Firmanchi here. After asking some question to my learning partner about English hardship, I can tell he has hard time learning English for sure. I'll summarize it in 3 points. First, memorizing vocabulary is hard for him. We can say that he is not used to English, so every word in English is new to him. Number 2, pronunciation is hard. He's having difficulties in speaking. There's so many reasons for that, but the most crucial thing is he can't find partner to speak English in daily life. And the last problem is that he finds that searching English word that equal with English word is hard. I guess this problem have connection with the first problem, which is hard time in memorizing vocabulary. I tell him some solution that maybe can help him with this problem. For the first and third problem, I guess he can read some stories or short stories that he took interested in. He likes to play games, so I recommended him to use English language on his game and ask him to try to understand the story background in his game, maybe the character, the word setting, and if he found new word, he can open his dictionary or ask Google for information. And the second problem about he can find partner to learn or speak English. I personally have some or same problem, I guess. So I suggest him that he play VR chat. VR chat is some kind of social games where you can interact and having conversation with everybody in the world. I personally have some friends from Poland, USA, Japan, Philippines, and many more. And by the way, I started playing VR chat just to learn Japanese, by the way, and I guess I kind of success in that. Maybe that's all from my problem, and bye bye.